What an awesome feature about Gina Ramirez. Anthony got to watch her live in front of her home crowd in Mesa, Arizona last weekend. That was awesome feat, and now here she is partnering with Cheyenne and Bubenheim in the women's doubles final against Lori Dool and Miranda Coy.
Yeah, if we go back to the start of the women's doubles tournament, what was the theme? We were talking about a couple teams. Where are you at? Historically, we've seen Dool and Coy outperform in the women's division. Haven't seen them yet this season. And then the winningest player of all time, winningest women of all time, Cheyenne Bubenheim, where are you at? Well, here they are, both teams making it to the finals here in women's doubles.
Yeah, Miranda and Lori were very, very, very good yesterday morning. Lori Dool with a PPR in the high 10s. Miranda Coy right there as well.
Yeah, and on that note, let's talk about what we saw, right, today in doubles with Cheyenne. It just wasn't the Cheyenne we're typically used to seeing. Does that translate here into the women's doubles final? And then Gina Ramirez, remember, in this same spot, right here on this featured court, she was on the struggle bus.
Yeah.
So both ladies trying to put it together where Dool and Coy were cooking up last time they were on this stream court.
That is going to be a point for Gina. A 1-0 start.
And just some interesting recent matchups for these ladies. I was kind of looking at some of the performances, local stuff, right? Cheyenne versus Dool in Coy. They actually double-dipped them in a recent regional in Florida. Coy getting the better of Bubenheim in a singles performance. So does that also stick in a player like Cheyenne's mind? And does that play forward into this doubles match? Miranda Coy is pumped up. I can feel her energy already. She's talking up her partner. Trying to get Dool going.
2-1 lead.
A little bit different strategically than what we saw in some of the previous matches. We're going to see a pretty clean board. I mean, anything short is going to be a mistake. These ladies are going to be looking to outrun each other. High PPR matches. We're not going to see anyone rolling bags. I think Miranda Coy, out of these four, really the only one that could throw a consistent roll bag. I did see Cheyenne try one roll bag in pro doubles a little bit earlier, so we can see her trying to evolve her game and at it. But once the roll queen in Miranda Coy, she has that shot if she needs it.
Lori taking her time. That's what she's known for. One of the more methodical players in the women's division. In her fourth bag, bounces over the hole. Gina can slide this in for the 10-10 wash, and she will.
And that's a wash. Score remains 2-1. Dool Coy.
Yeah, I was looking at the stats at ACL events this year versus Cheyenne Bubenheim has played Miranda Coy 4 times. And in those 4 games, Cheyenne has a 10-2-1 PPR across 76 rounds.
That's mean.
So she is good at running bags.
That is mean.
Bubenheim, Ramirez.
We have a lead change, 3-2, Cheyenne and Gina.
And actually, pro singles, Miranda Coy with a good run today.
Yeah.
I think she won 3 or 4 in a row in singles before taking her first L. So that would be a deep bracket finish for Miranda Coy. And when we say pro singles, that's everybody. That's the guys, the juniors, all the top players in the pro division. Long history between Dool and Coy. They have been partners for many years. A new partnership this season for Bubenheim and Ramirez. No step out, which tells us she's not going to go for the get around. Do we get an airmail here out of Dool? And no, she's going to try and come up the left side with no step out. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. We see the women use the box a little bit less. That's when I would like to see Dool step out slick side. And what are the chances we get a bar of soap out of Dool? About 0%.
I think your only shot selection here is to lay up. Take a point. If you try to go through it, two of Gina's bags are going to fall and only one of yours are.
Yeah, lay up. Just make sure you're sitting right in front of zone on the red zone. I wouldn't hate kind of coming up the red zone just to tap that pile a little bit.
You think so? Well, Gina doesn't have any bags left.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. There is no bags left.
So yeah, if you tap that pile, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose out on points. I think you lay up, take a point.
Pretty basic layup here for Dool. Oh, and she did tap it. That's what we were talking about.
Threw too hard.
Yeah, that was my bad. Yeah.
It's 9 on 8. That's gonna give one more for Gina.
Yeah, for a split second, I had Dool throwing black bags. She's on the white bags. You don't want to touch that pile.
She threw the black bags yesterday in women's doubles.
Yes.
That's what confused me too.
That is in her own lane. She's self-blocked. A little bit of help from Bubenheim. That's going to bring that closer to a collect.
Ooh. And that's a downside of those bags being too fast. They're not going to grip as much when you go for them. Still an opportunity to collect, and she does not.
How?
2 more. Makes it 6-2. Bubenheim, Ramirez.
Back-to-back points for Bubenheim. If you're Miranda Coy, you're thinking, let me get the bags over here to Lori Dool. I just need to wash out the winningest female player of all time and let Dool cook up. Because she did in bracket play. Dool was cooking up.
Yes.
And we saw the struggle bus for Ramirez. So I think right now Lori Dool's going to win that matchup against Gina Ramirez. And there's a mistake right there. Go get 2 points.
Don't forget, we also have our pro doubles Final Four completely chalk. The top 4 teams in the world all winning their brackets. So they will go head to head so we can finally figure out who the true #1 team is. And there's that 2 spot that they needed, 6-4.
That's the same Lori Dool we saw in bracket play. Just looking back to the final of bracket, Lori Dool threw a 10.88 in the final match to take down that bracket with a 1.25 DPR.
That was an intentional block. Cheyenne not messing around and hits an airmail. Oh, a nice little roll.
There's the roll queen showing right there.
And laying a perfect block.
Should be a standard airmail. Notice Bubenheim still has a bag in hand if you don't get the drag. Bubenheim might drag it for you.
She's going up 2, and she's off the back. That's a point. A point. Use that replay, Anthony.
This is well played by Miranda Coy. I love the early block, backing it up with the roll, which we don't see very often in the women's division, and then hitting the airmail. We saw 3 different shots there out of Miranda Coy. Love what I'm seeing. We saw Dool not wanting to step out in that case. She gets a little help, still no step out. We typically see the high level skills stepping out to collect that off an inside arm. She's going to elect to stay inside. She's going to concede the 2 points, but that's going to be Ramirez having to finish up with a 4-bagger. The right side is wide open to go get 4 for Ramirez. Good speed, and she's going to be left, and she dumps her. Worst case scenario for Ramirez, anything but left, and she goes left.
Round number 10.
(6-5) lead still for Cheyenne and Gina. Trying to get some momentum going. 4-bagger for Bubenheim and a 4-bagger. Oh, I'm sorry, that was her. She has one more bag. A 4-bagger for Miranda, and now a 4-bagger for Bubenheim.
This is different than what we were seeing from Bubenheim in pro doubles. She threw a high PPR, but it was like every 5th or 6th bag, she was leaking out to the left or right.
Yep.
Really like what I'm seeing out of Bubenheim here. The frustration for her in pro doubles not translating here to women's doubles. That's going to put a lot of pressure on Miranda Coy to hang. But with her showing the blockability, the rollability, the airmail, she has a little bit more in her skill set, a deeper bag of shot selections. And that's what Lori Dool wants. Let me run bags with you. I'm gonna win off of 12-10s. Miranda Coy saying that's going to come. You don't need to chase, and she's already showed us she's not going to chase bags in this game. Slick side at the 12 o'clock for Ramirez. Does that have enough drip to come back?
Oh, she didn't touch it.
Wow, that bag is still sitting. 2 more left. In the last round, she ended up chasing that left, got hung up.
Missed it too far to the right, and now Gina can sneak in and steal 2 points. Oh, and she overcompensated and throws it off the board. That's going to tie the game at 6.
This is the same Gina Ramirez we saw in bracket play. Just a little bit of those struggles. Twice she was able to go get points on bag 4 and couldn't complete. Oh, that's a good bag from Bubenheim. That's already 2 feet in the water. How Coy got around that with that taking, that's kind of wild. Miranda Coy looks good, my man. I really like what I'm seeing out of Miranda Coy off the back. 2 bag 4s off the back for Team Ramirez Bubenheim.
9-6.
Miranda Coy leading the pack with a 10-6-7.
Let's take a look at all 4 of those PPRs real quick. Sponsored by Beard Guys. All right, never mind. What were you saying, Anthony? 10-6-7?
10-6-7. There she is. There's Gina Ramirez showing up over a level 2. That's going to force Dool to go and collect her own bag.
Bag doesn't move a lot.
We should get a back block here. Those are closer to the hole. We see at this level a lot of airmails over level 2s. In this case, Dool pushing everything closer. She's right back in the round with a successful push.
That's not bad. Gina does a good job splitting it. Can Lori grab that bag on the left side?
Again, no step out. Look how she's staying tight to the board. I like the angle.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like saying skinny. It's almost like you're not even trying to go after it. What do we know?
We know
what do
nothing.
We know? What
Picks
a shot.
it up anyway.
What a shot from Lori Dool, and Gina washes out the round on 10s. That's why we're behind the table, Anthony, and they're out on the court right now.
These are facts, my man, and here it is, pushing through on bag 3. And here is the collect that we have no idea what we're talking about. There she is. It's almost like every few rounds she implements some strategy and it's going to pay off. That's going to be a tough chase, but she does have Bubenheim on the back. It's like this backboard that's going to redirect everything to the hole.
Miranda is going after it. Oh, what a collect. Miranda's fired up, guaranteed 2 more. And that's what it'll be, 11-6.
Here's that shot. Miranda Coy, the best player on the court right now, completes the push. The energy is high. The skill level is high.
Lori off to the left side. Gina's got to take advantage this round.
Can she finish? She hasn't taken advantage of an error yet. And here's an opportunity to go get 2 on a 4-bagger, Jake.
That was the theme of her game on Friday morning in the women's doubles bracket. There's another chance. Got to get 4, got to make it a 1-point game here. Lori in with an 8. Gina.
Are you serious?
Again, dude. Again.
Are you serious?
I mean, she's done it almost every time. My goodness. It's like a case of the yips. She's unable to put a 4th bag in.
At this point, this has to be messing up her head game right now. That's 3 times in a row. Couldn't complete on bag 4. A chance to get 4. She gets... What did she get? Did she give up a point? She gets 1.
She got 1, yeah. 11-7. Ooh. And now Cheyenne has an opportunity with her 4th bag. And Bubenheim is able to finish, and she's fired up. Nice finish. Gives up 3. It's a 1-point game.
Tough bag 4 for Miranda. I mean, you're minimizing damage right there. That could have been north of 7. I mean, if she's off the back, she's given up 8.
First bag in for Gina. First bag block. Will that affect Ramirez? It does. Off to the left.
Standard bag for Dool. You don't need to go chase that. Ramirez is coming up that lane anyway. She's going to get it for you. Good bag. Dool counting 2 bags if she can finish up these last 2. And maybe more. Here comes a 4th bag from Ramirez. No way she shanks this bag 4. Oh, dude, my goodness.
You gotta stop talking.
I'm done.
This is in for 4. And she's unable to finish, only gonna be 2.
Dool and Coy, build their lead 13-10. Round number 18.
$13-10. Cheyenne has locked in ever since scoring that big round. Double 4-bagger.
That's all. Say 13-10.
Can hear Greg McNeese in the background cheering on the local Arizona player, Gina Ramirez. Get a camera on the guy in the white t-shirt. His name is Greg. Pretty cool dude from Arizona. 19 rounds in, 13-10. Yeah, his name's Greg. Four-bagger for Lori. Can Gina answer? Ladies and gentlemen, Gina Ramirez has made a fourth bag. All it took was you to not say a word.
I stayed silent.
Hey, there's Greg McNeese cheering on Gina Ramirez.
Greg McNeese going all the way back to USA Cornhole, where I first started commentary.
Oh, yeah.
And he was out there as one of the players, definitely one of the personalities as a part of USA Cornhole events.
If you ever hear a guy yelling like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, that's Greg McNeese. Ooh, a miss for Miranda. Can Bubenheim capitalize? Trying to make it a one-point game again. And she does.
13-12.
Let's do another round 20 PPR check. This is sponsored by Beard Guys. Oh, nice, pretty PPRs. Miranda and Cheyenne neck and neck.
What's significant, I was going to say, what's significant about that is that 2 points right there from Cheyenne just swayed the PPR into her favor. So up until that round, it was Miranda that was winning on that side of the board.
Lori ends up with a really nice second bag block. Ooh, nice replacement from Gina. Another replacement by Lori.
Perfect bag. What is Ramirez going to do with this one?
Replaces it again. We're playing the replacement game.
I have not seen Lori Dool shoot an air mill in a while. And she's not stepping out on the slick sides.
Nope.
Those are your two options. She doesn't have a roll. Air mill, board it, or slick side on the left. What do you think, Jake?
I don't like an air mail. I like going through it.
No need to go through it. That won't fall.
You don't think so?
Nah, that won't fall.
All right.
We haven't seen her step out. This will be interesting. I actually don't know what we're going to get. If I was any other player, I would just slick side step out. That is your low risk opportunity to get there. The air mail is really the high risk shot.
She's staying skinny. She's staying stick side, which makes me think block. Oh, she's going up, and she airballs it. Where'd that go? 13-13.
All right. That hole, the center of that hole is 9 inches from the top of the board. It hit no board.
No, that was a foot and a half off.
It was a foot and a half long. That would be like hitting the backboard on a three-pointer.
Cheyenne looking to take the lead. Miranda can't grab it. She cannot. Lead change, 15-13.
We got a turn of events down here on that side. There's Coy in the left side of your screen. She's been winning the entire game on that side, outscoring Bubenheim. That has now shifted. Started in round 21. Cheyenne is outscoring Miranda Coy.
Oh my goodness, first bag is short.
There's no way we start a first bag yip. No way.
We just got over the fourth bag.
We
yips.
just got through the fourth bag yip.
Oh my God, and now you got to be careful. An 8 spot is on the line here, Anthony. An 8 spot is possible.
I am feeling for Gina Ramirez right now. I know how good she is. She's a much better player than what we're seeing. She's in a really bad spot here, Jake. Lori Dool to put the pressure on bag 3. That would be no misses for Gina Ramirez.
If this next bag by Gina is not in, Lori Dool will have a shot for the win. Ooh, that's interesting, a third bag block.
It's too shallow, I think. Lori Dool doesn't have a tough push, which is what it would take. I think that's a good timeout.
So you have to, obviously you have to block behind here, Anthony. But on the off chance that you miss and you give a bumper left or right for Lori, that makes that push a lot easier.
That is exactly it.
And you're not shooting an airmail here, right? You're 100% blocking behind.
We have to talk about what Gina Ramirez is capable of.
Trey Ryder says airmail.
I don't hate it. That's kind of where I was going. I don't hate the airmail. Look at what Gina Ramirez is capable of. We would typically see a long roll out of some of the roll guys. We would see a step-out cut from guys like Jacob Trzynski. She doesn't have that. So what do you have? An airmail and a back block. I don't hate the airmail right now because you're going to force Lori Dool to push a level 2 with no bumper.
If she misses the airmail, Lori would still have to hit that push for the win.
Let's remember Gina Ramirez with the walk-off airmail at the Shootout Championships. We know she has a strong airmail, and she's hit it on the biggest stage.
Gina Ramirez is going up, and she is off. She spits the hook off the board. So now decision time for Lori, excuse me. You go in, you put yourself on 20. If you can push through that, that is a 9-point round and the ball game.
This would be an insane push for Lori Dool.
She's got stick side down. I don't think she's going for it, Anthony. She is going for it. Oh! She gets it! Lori Dool, Miranda Coy, women's doubles champions.
Wow!
What a shot. She got the push. Wow!
Lori Dool fired up, taking down the women's doubles championship off a level 2 block. Unbelievable.
We were doubting her ability to hit the push, and she said, shut your mouth. I'm going to hit this, and I'm going to celebrate with my partner. Unreal shot. Lori Dool, Miranda Coy, your women's doubles champions of signature number 3 here in Colorado.